Okay, greetings. This is RevereSkye's Essence. So, we always looking on the internet, but we never click the news tab, right? So, I've been watching a lot of Net Most Wanted videos, and allegedly, nobody's being diagnosed on why they are dying. So, it's called the SADS syndrome. Sudden adult syndrome or sudden death. So if you look, everybody that's dying is a sudden death. So this was one day ago. Sudden death of Fianna Fail counselor 40 leaves meth community reeling. Now I don't know what meth community mean, but death of county meth counselor. I guess that's the county. I don't know. Coronation Street airs heartbreaking sudden death. Now I'm gonna blow this up so we can really see it, right? Okay. Nigerian police launch investigation into singer Mohbad's sudden death. The Nigerian police force on Thursday said its operators have begun to investigate the circumstances behind the sudden death of a famous Afrobeat singer, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji, Alabama. Now, how the heck? Popularly known as Mohbad. Sahara reporters had reported how the singer died on Tuesday at the age of 27. He was previously signee of Naira Marley Records, and there had been a number of questions and claims as to what caused the youngster's death. A letter had surfaced online revealing that the late musician Mo had petitioned the Nigeria police force regarding a threat of his life. Okay, well that ain't gonna work. Let's get back to the other ones. Okay, so look at this. A third of adults believe that COVID-19 vaccines cause thousands of sudden deaths. Poll. Belief in misinformation about key health issues persists among a good chunk of adults with false claims about the COVID-19 vaccines. Remember, all this is allegedly, even though it's on the internet. Okay? Warning symptoms associated with imminent sudden cardiac arrest. A population-based case control study. Let me do something. Okay. David and Associates Dental Office mourning sudden passing of a 69-year-old founder. Now that's young, ain't it? What done popped up above that? Okay. Sudden loss. According to the statement, Joel died on Saturday, June 24th. There were no details provided as to what caused his death. He was 69 years old. That's interesting. Okay. Michael Grady Martin obituary, Florida Times. Michael Grady Martin of Jacksonville, Florida, passed away unexpectedly on Saturday, August 12, 2023, in Steinhatchee, Florida, being only 54 years old. Tara Wan Muse passed away unexpectedly on July 7, 2023. Tragic car accident. Let's see. Preventing sudden cardiac arrest. Free EKGs for Florida students. Now they're preventing sudden cardiac arrest. Like, when did this start to happen? The rumor is that, the Jabberwockies started these sudden cardiac arrests, allegedly. Suffocating to a chest. Sudden death of former U.S. swim champ Jamie Cale under investigation. Jamie Cale, a former swimming champion from New Hampshire, has been found dead in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where she lived with her boyfriend. Okay. They don't show no pictures, do they? If you want you to watch a video. Okay, a former swimming champion from New Hampshire has been found dead in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where she lived with her boyfriend. Police have launched a criminal investigation. Jamie Cale, 42, was found unresponsible early February 21st in St. John, New Hampshire's City Police. Her boyfriend, who has not been identified, left the bar about midnight to check on her at their home, where he found her on the floor. He and a friend carried Cale to a vehicle and drove her to the Myra Cadding Smith Community Health Center. Once at the clinic, CPR was rendered and 911 was notified. However, the female succumbed to her ailment, police said in a statement. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, the only reason why I'm showing this, it's another one I want to do real quick. Remember, this is the news section. Um, let's do truck driver. Army veteran takes over mother's trucking company after her sudden death. An Army veteran has turned to driving trucks after her mother died unexpectedly, leaving a trucking company behind. UPS driver dies in Pasadena, that's most likely California, after collapsing inside delivery truck day after his 24th birthday. Sudden death. Truck with raised crane touches overhead power lines. Who pays when a truck driver dies on the road? Jet truck driver dies in Michigan air show accident. Lorry driver dies suddenly while driving on the April 7th motorway near. Family reeling the loss of father of two after tow truck driver hit and killed by semi. Bengali TV actor Suchandra Dasgupta falls off app bike crushed under truck. What? We only want to know about the sudden death. Ontario police investigate sudden death of man on highway. Unresponsive. You know, another reason why I'm talking about this because as I went to New Jersey twice and left twice, like there was no wreck, right? There was no wreck. There was just a car in the middle of the road, no crash or nothing. And the police came up there and put a sheet all the way around the windows so you can see the dead person in the middle of the car. Then when I come back down, it was the same scenario on the other side, on I-95 in New Jersey. And I'm like, is this like the sudden death syndrome? And then this dually somehow with watermelons ran over another car. Like, it was just crazy. Okay. And then I went to, I was in Pennsylvania and I went to this Whole Foods twice. And every time I go to the Whole Foods, the shopping center behind it, the ambulance is pulling up and they're taking somebody to the hospital. And then for some reason, when I go to Nebraska and pull over, it's a certain spot I go to and use the restroom. So when I pull over there and I get ready to leave at the red light, 3 times the fire truck has come through the red light when I approach the red light. Like, it's weird. Okay. Ontario are investigating the sudden death of a man that was found unresponsive behind the wheel of a truck on Highway 401. Okay. "45-year-old active member, fire department. Death of 45-year-old active member. Died suddenly Tuesday." The fire department posted a message saying that its members are mourning the death of Randy Red Kellett. He was a truck driver. Kellett was a firefighter for all of his adult life. Kellett earned the department's Firefighter of the Year Awards 2015. A department message says everyone else is mourning the loss of a good friend, a good firefighter, and someone they all looked up to. His funeral will be this weekend. So they're not saying why these people are dying. And I just wanted to do the research for myself. Now, let me just do from Sunday storms. Okay, I heard something about that. I didn't get too much into it. They got their own thing going. What? Black infants. Let's see. Federal research finds sudden unexplained deaths rose for black infants. A new study has shown a huge racial difference in infant deaths. Researchers found that babies born to African Americans had the highest rate of sudden unexpected deaths in 2020. The authors concluded that black infants died nearly 3 times the rate of white babies. And you just now posting this. This should be all over the internet. The Centers of Disease Control and Prevention released research on Monday, March 13th that found a 15% increase in sudden infant deaths among babies of all races from 2019 to 2020. In the United States, SIDS is the third leading cause of sudden infant deaths. So, infant deaths after congenital abnormalities and premature birth. SIDS is also the most common cause of infant death in the United States. The authors attributed the rise of SIDS cases to diagnostic shifting where causes of death are reclassified. They said that the rise in deaths among black infants happened at the same time the coronavirus pandemic started in late 2019. The virus disproportionately affected black communities. Evidence does not support direct or indirect effects of the pandemic on increased rates of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. Okay? Except for non Hispanic black infants, the study authors stated. They have called for more research but also noted the many ways in which the pandemic wreaked havoc on African Americans. It did? That's interesting. The study found that SIDS death increased by 15% from 33.3 deaths per 100,000 babies born in 2019 to 38.2% of 100,000 babies born in 2020. In data collection, both SIDS and incidents of accidental suffocation or strangulation fall under the umbrella term SUID, or sudden unexplained infant death. Unlike SIDS, the rates of SUIDs are categorized by race and ethnicity. And researchers found an increase in unexplained deaths in black infants. Let me read that again. Unlike SIDS, the rates of SUIDs are categorized by races and ethnicities. And researchers found an increase in unexplained deaths in black infants. They didn't find an increase among any other group. The study author, Sharon Parks Brown, told NBC News that the finding was absolutely a surprise. She is a senior epidemiologist for the CDC's perinatal and infant health team. The racial and ethnic breakdowns of such deaths had been consistent for decades, she said. Reasons for the jump are unknown, NBC reported. Well, all I can say is there's only a new factor since 2019. You know, we could start at November 2019. I'll never forget it. November 2019 to now. Okay? The author said that the increase could be statistically anomaly. Oh, now we got anomalies. They said they would check the data for several more years to see if the increase was real or not. Oh, so we just gonna let 33% more. No, we're just gonna let it get up to 50%. Do you know what? Do you know what 38% of 100,000 is? You know what 100? Do you know what 38.2% of 100,000 is? Um, point. That's 38,000 deaths. Now I'm gonna do it the other way just so y'all can make sure I did that right. Ain't no way. 100,000 black babies and 38,000 died. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No way. Okay. 38.2%. Where the percent sign go? Oh crap. Think I just oh there you go. Yeah, that's it. 0.382. Okay. Oh no, y'all. Oh no. And they say they gonna wait. How many more years? Wait a minute. Wait. The author said that the increase could be a statistical anomaly. They said they would check the data for several more years to see if the increase was real or not. Several more years? It could also reflect adjustments the National Association of Medical Examiners made in the 2019 on how sudden infant deaths are classified on death certificates. According to the NBC News, the guidelines said finding babies on or near soft bedding was not enough to say that deaths were caused by suffocation because there was no evidence the airways had been blocked. Those cases, according to the recommendation, should be classified as SIDS. If the new guidance was followed, that could be 100,000. I don't know if it's 100,000 babies total or 100,000 black babies, but all I know, it doesn't matter the race. Let me see something. They study found that SIDS death increased by 15% from 33.3 deaths, 333, y'all know what that is, per 100,000 babies born in 2019 to 38.2 per 100,000 babies born in 2020. It went up, y'all. And they say the leading baby out of that 100,000 is a black African American baby. So yeah, check this link out. The Atlanta Voice. That is crazy. Let's keep going. So he died as an accident. Or did he fall out like all the other people fell out? Remember, this is allegedly. Did he fall out like all the other people? Former Atlanta United defender Anton Walks died Thursday morning following an accident in South Florida, according to the Major League Soccer. Now, how he died in the accident? The 25-year-old Englishman died after a Wednesday collision between two boats near Miami Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. According to the Walks, was about to begin his second season in Charlotte. He played. Another thing, just because they're having accidents don't mean nothing. They've always had accidents every day, but I always say something is wrong with the picture. Every time I go down I-95, there's like somebody going in the bushes through the cow field. And to go through the cow field, you got to hit the ditch. You got to go through the fence that they put up to keep the animals off the highway, right? Like, you see some sudden activity that just don't make sense. So just like people are dropping on the fields, he could have dropped while driving that boat. Lil Keats cause of death confirmed. So let's see how he died. Rapper died suddenly. He died from natural causes due to eosinophilia. What is eosinophilia? It's the presence of too many eosinophiles in the body. Eosinophile is part of a group of cells called white blood cells. They are measured as a part of blood test called the complete blood count. Eosinophilia may be caused by numerous conditions, including allergic diseases, medication reactions, infections, inflammatory and neoplastic disorders. Now these right here, that's what it seemed like. Everybody have an allergic reaction to something these days, which is causing them some type of sudden death. Right? Okay. Let me go. So enough of Atlanta. Atlanta gonna show a bunch of did Maddie Locke die suddenly from vaccine? And SADS is sudden adult death syndrome. And why they calling it a syndrome? That is crazy. Right after news broke that Maddie Locke died unexpectedly at just 19 years of age. Now, some people are suggesting that the young British politician died suddenly from the COVID-19 vaccine. 19-year-old Maddie Locke was a Labour Party politician who was a parish councillor in Lydia and was recently elected as a town councillor in Maghall. He first rose to prominence in 2018 when he appeared on the ITV show This Morning as a 13-year-old enthusiast of vacuum cleaners. His sudden death first announced on September 9, 2023 by Bill Esterson, the Labour member of the Parliament for Sefton Central. Many people will be devastated by the news that passed away yesterday. Matty was a lovely young man who had achieved so much and had so many plans for the future. I'm thinking about him, his boundless enthusiasm, and about his mom and dad. Mom. Despite suggestions that Maddie Locke died from COVID-19 vaccines, there is zero evidence of that. Zero evidence. y'all know something. Disclaimer. I feel like before you take anything or do anything, if they diagnose you with a good bill of health, and then you should take it. They should have a certified letter saying this person is healthy, breathing normal, is fine before you take anything. Because obviously y'all gonna take it anyway, so you might as well protect yourself. Okay, legally protect yourself. So, you know, now I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because it's too many sudden deaths. New Jersey Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver. Now this is interesting. These Sheilas are definitely dying on the East Coast because I cannot forget Sheila Abdul. She was the New York Supreme Court judge found in the Hudson River. And here's another Sheila who is gone. New Jersey Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver died Tuesday, one day after she was rushed to the hospital for an undisclosed medical issue. It is with incredible sadness and a heavy heart that we announce the passing of the Honorable Sheila Y. Oliver, Lieutenant Governor of the state of New Jersey. The Oliver family said in a statement, she was not only a distinguished public servant, but also our cherished daughter, sister, aunt, friend, and hero. Oliver was 71 years old. She had been serving as acting governor with Governor Phil Murphy on vacation. So he was on vacation and she got rushed to the hospital. The Democrat Senate President Nicholas Scutari took over as acting governor when Oliver was rushed to the hospital Monday. Murphy remembered Oliver as a trailblazer in announcing her death. When I selected her to be my running mate in 2017, Lieutenant Governor Oliver was ready and trailblazer in every sense of the word, Murphy said in a statement. She had already made history as the first black woman to serve as Speaker of the General Assembly and just the second black woman in the nation history to lead a House of a state legislator. I knew then that her decades of public service made her the ideal partner for me and led the state of New Jersey. It was the best decision I ever made. Now, what better way than her to get rushed to the hospital and pass away than him to be on vacation while she's up there taking his place? So there we have it. Do your research. Look up the sudden deaths. Okay? Look up the sudden deaths and see that they go on for 3 years strong, 4 years strong. The end of 2019, so that's 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. That's almost 4.5 years. Almost 5 years. So definitely, and check out these videos for real, because they got me doing so much research. I don't know what to do. Like I don't even have a hobby anymore other than work and research. And we have to do something because nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. Everybody is just allowing everything to just take place without any questions. And simply just say no. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.